Why do people make bad choices and bad decisions? Let's think about it now. Think about your own bad decisions and why did you make a bad decision? I'm going to go through quickly about 7 reasons people make bad decisions. Go with me now. First of all, many people listen to the wrong voices. There's a lot of that going on in the world today. They listen to people around them instead of listening to God, and they make a bad decision. Many people live with the wrong motives. Pride is a destructive decision director. When you're full of pride, you're going to make bad decisions. Some people act out of emotion or anger. You should never make a decision out of emotion and anger. Decisions are meant to be rational. Use your brain instead of just your emotions. It's a poor taskmaster. Another reason is that many people don't do their homework. Just ignorant. I don't mean your homework at school. That's good too. That's a bad decision if you don't do it, but do your homework. But I'm talking about do your homework on decisions. Many years ago, Lisa and I, we made a really bad decision. It was a funny one later on. It wasn't funny at the time. Lisa was looking through a catalog or something, and what was it? Anyway, she got it in the mail. Okay, so they sent us a thing in the mail that said a free bass boat could be ours. We won. They said we won a free bass boat. So we were thrilled. We lived near a number of lakes where we were in Cleveland, Tennessee. We didn't have a lot of money. We didn't have a boat at the time. I'd always wanted one. And we just discovered we won a bass boat. It was amazing. Now, when we got into it, Lisa talked to them on the phone. They convinced her this is great. It's going to be a great bass boat, et cetera, et cetera. We saw pictures of a bass boat, a real bass boat. And they told her that would be shipped to us and we would have to pay some of the shipping. And the shipping was about $200 and something. Now this is back in the eons ago, many, many decades ago. So that was a pretty good amount of money, especially for us. But we said, hey, it's a free bass boat for $200 and something. Let's get it. So a little while later, a package comes in the mail. It's about this big, like that. And Lisa's getting ready to pay the guy that's delivering it, and he said, this is quite a bit of money for a small package. And of course, Lisa said, yeah, it's a boat, and they told us it would come in a couple of packages, so this is just one of them. So we paid the money. We realized this is all we were going to get, and we opened up the package, and it was a blow-up boat. And it had a mini trolling motor about that big inside. I'm talking mini trolling motor, not a real one. So we thought, oh, well, excuse my French, what the heck? Let's use the boat. And so we blew the boat up. We took it. We were near a lake that had sort of a river going out of it. And so we took it to the river. It wasn't too wide. It was about from here to the other side of the stage. And we put the boat in with our little motor, and I was excited. I was going to fish in some of these lakes and get out there where the fish were in my bass boat. Well, we get out, we push away from shore, and the trolling motor falls off into the water, and it's gone, and we're stuck without a paddle in the middle of the river. Now, I'll tell you, by the time we got back to shore, we were done with the bass boat. I think I jumped out of the boat and pulled it to shore. We were done with our little rubber dinghy bass boat and realized we made a bad decision because we didn't do enough homework. I made a lot of those over the years because I didn't study it enough. Number 5, many people don't consider the long-term consequences of their decisions, so they make bad ones. Number 6, some people are in spiritual bondage, so much so that they can't seem to make a clear decision. Their will has been enslaved by their prior decisions, keeping them from making a good decision. And number 7, many people make bad decisions because they are selfish. Many of you know my family story. My father left my mother when I was 5 years old. Years later, they came back together, and years after that, I was doing our television show, and I decided to interview Mom and Dad in their home, and it was a wonderful moment. I was able, as their child, a grown child at the time, to ask questions I'd never been able to ask about what happened back there when they got divorced. So Mom told her side of the story, and then I asked Dad. He started crying, and he said, Billy, bottom line is this: I was selfish. I was selfish. And because I was selfish, I left your mom. Now, he came back, thank God, and many of you read our book, so you know the story. It's an amazing miracle. But selfishness makes you make bad decisions.